Welcome to your daily focus for December the 12th, 2022. Today is a beautiful energy day for us. We will feel grounded, we will feel stable, and we will be determined to get practical results from our efforts. So, sit back, relax. Let me introduce myself to you. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. We have the 12 energy today. The 12 energy is about pulling it back a little bit and really thinking things through. Okay, where do we need to let go of control in our life? That should be a question we ask ourselves. And it's not those things that we need to be in control of. Absolutely not. But some things we take control over, and we could better use that energy, our time, our resources, our vitality towards our goals, our focus, our dreams, our plans forward. Absolutely. So where do we need to let go of control? The second thing is, do I need to surrender to something? Maybe you've been fighting something for a very long time or a very short time, and you just don't want to go there, and you know you need to go there, but you don't want to go there. You don't want to face that. You don't want to have to deal with that. You don't want to, so you hold back. So where do you need to just surrender? And it could be between, you could have been having an argument and it's kind of been a stalemate. And when you really viewed it, you know that you should really step forward, but okay, that's where we need to say, you know what, I just need to say my piece with them and tell them I understand where they're coming from and this is the way I feel, and deal with that and face those things, because those are stresses that we carry around that we don't even realize that we're carrying those stresses around. They're in the back of our minds. They're always at work, right? And they wear us down. They wear us down with, well, our vitality mainly. And the Knight of Swords on the stallion was on the bottom of the deck. So it's about revitalizing ourselves by utilizing that 12 energy to really think about what we are just being maybe stubborn about or pig-headed about. We don't want to give in. We don't want to show a weakness, right? It's about the survival of the fittest. We don't want to show a weakness, and sometimes we just need to. We didn't want to do something. We didn't, our job, let's say they're transferring in so we can take the buyout or we can transfer. And we don't want to move and we don't want to leave our family. But the pay's really good and there's so much room for growth in the company and there's so many pluses, but you just don't want to move. And so you're saying, I'm just going to settle and I'll find something different. But you know that realistically, maybe the move is the best thing for you and you don't want to surrender to that fact. You don't want to take those steps, but you must. If you are going for a goal and your goal is shifting over, that you know that you need to shift with it. So however it may present itself to you today. Also, being in the moment. The 12 energy is very much about being in the moment. So deep breathing exercises. Let go of some of that tension that you carry around with you. 1 plus 2 is the 3. So the 3 energy is all about creativity, transformation, planting the seeds for new beginnings, contemplating what that seed is going to look like when it's mature. It's about creativity. It could be about grounding yourself in nature. It's about your emotions and letting your inner expression flow. Daily energy is the exact same, right? 3 plus 3 plus 6 is a 12. 1 plus 2 is a 3. Sun is in Sagittarius. And Moon is in Leo, so we have fire energy. We'll want to get things accomplished today with that fire energy. We'll want to succeed. And then the Sun and Saturn are talking. So, yeah, it's a good time to get really serious on those tasks that you haven't wanted to deal with. They were hard, maybe mentally, maybe physically, or a very serious nature. You didn't want to really go down that path. You just wanted to kind of stay up. But you will be able to stick to a task today, and you will be able to make headway in what you do. So if you've been trying to reorganize and it just looks more cluttered at the end of the day than it looks organized, and you're getting frustrated with it, this is the day you'll see headway going forward. You've been doing all these little things and they just hasn't shown up as something, and now you really give it your focus, and you'll see it today. Okay? We also have an increased self-awareness to keep our plans very realistic today. So we'll have plans, we'll have goals, so we'll be able to realize when we've reached the goal. So often we set goals for ourselves and they're so open to interpretation that we don't really know if we've arrived or not. We get determined to get practical results, and there's no mistakes today. We're clear-headed. We can think things through. We have to have a patience, but I think that'll be given to us, a perseverance. I think with the Sun and Saturn together in harmony, we'll have the perseverance, and we'll want to do a good job. We want to meet that challenge today. It's also a beautiful time to reach out and get sage advice from somebody who's already walked the path. Somebody's already done it. So if you want to open up a flower shop, then go talk to the people that own the flower shop and say, so, how did this all begin? Tell me the story. And learn from their mistakes so you don't have to make those mistakes. If you're thinking about wedding bells, then go and talk to people that have had very good relationships. And even if they haven't had very good relationships, you'll hear in their story what you have to avoid, what you have to look out for. So there's no story that can't be a teaching moment for you. So you want to get a flower shop, that one guy, he was trying to do a flower shop and he failed. I wonder what went wrong. So I don't end up down that same path. So it's a beautiful energy. It's a very grounded energy for us today to really take in knowledge and utilize our knowledge. We could become the teacher today. We could become the student today, depending on the path we're walking at the present time. Okay, let's get to the cards. And our shadow card is the Page of Pentacles. So it's about dreaming. It's about thinking of the bigger picture and knowing and the expectation of what can be in your life. Okay? Because the one thing about the Pentacles energy is there's balance. And we know there's obligations. We know there's commitments. But if we see those things through, we know that the scales balance for us. Things come into clarity, understanding. We gain more knowledge with the Pentacles. We're much more grounded. But it's also about growing our wealth, growing our success, growing our abundance. And so when the Page is starting out, he may be young, but he knows he's destined for greatness when it comes to his abundance. Now, it's not too big. I mean, the King of Pentacles, he can't even hold it, right? He's got it straddled between his knees. But the Page, we're holding it up. And we're holding it so that we can see it. And it's large, but we can still lift it. It's still something that is practical and we can do. Now, this could be a new beginning you're inviting in. And there may be a risk that you need to take. There's passion in this. There's also a courage because of the roses on top. But we're in green and red. We are dressed in royalty. We are the expectation here, and look at the fog in the back. So the expectation is, I don't know how it's going to show up, but this is what I want. This is what I'm going after. And so let's make it so. And really concentrating on it, really focusing on it, and really understanding how you're going to start the progression of moving towards that abundance. Okay, our first card is, oh my gosh, look who shows up. The King of Pentacles. You can't make this up. Oh my goodness. The King of Pentacles, look at that. Look at how our progression went. Okay, now we can't hold it anymore and look at it. We gotta straddle that baby now. So does the king? He's one of the richest men in the deck, or one of the richest cards in the deck, I should say. His hat, his crown, is a living vine. So he's tried and true, but yet he thinks outside the box. He maybe puts a spin on something. You know, add something, take something away, and make it original all over again, using tried and true methods. I'm sorry, I just need a little sip of water. Pardon me. So this is thinking about how to go forward, thinking about how to grow your abundance. And will you take a risk? Well, the energy is kind of leaning towards you need to take some kind of risk, but it needs to be an educated risk. So once again, this is a beautiful energy to go out and seek sage advice, sage wisdom. So it can be your knowledge going forward as well. We have the Six of Cups. This could be something from the past coming into play. Absolutely. It could be a person from the past coming into play today. But more so, I see this as, we are the child here. And the child obviously wants to touch the flowers, but shies away from them. Almost as if somebody had said, do not touch them. You'll break them. Don't get so close to them. What makes you think you can have those flowers? Get away from those flowers. They're not meant for you. What makes you so special? And so we don't want to approach the flowers in any way, but our angel shows up here. And look at her come in and say, child, those flowers were always meant for you. Embrace their fragrance. See their beauty. Touch them. Look upon them. Because they were meant for you this whole time. That was somebody's opinion long ago, not truth. So it's maybe waking up a dream from the past, allowing it to come to life. And maybe it's tried to surface several times over the last 6 months or so on you, maybe longer. But it's kind of saying, we can do this. We can try this again. Let's look towards. Maybe you haven't been in a relationship for 5 or 10 or 20 years, but you'd really like to have a relationship, and that is just starting to open up in you. Maybe it was a hobby, a pastime that you used to love and enjoy, and it kind of got moved aside for other things that took priority in your life. Maybe it was the creation of something, invention of something. But whatever it is, the card is here to say you can go after whatever your heart desires. For it is meant for you and only you. Our Fool's back again. New paths, new journeys. And the Fool says what? The Fool says you've already got everything you need in order to go forward. It does not have to be perfect. You don't have to wait for this to happen or that to happen or for them to do that. None of that. You don't need to learn anymore. Now, as I said, I think it was the weekend, it might have been Friday, where I said that you might take a couple of steps and then, of course, you're going to hit your first roadblock. You're going to see what is actually stopping you from going forward in the way you want. Because, honestly, you'd already be there if you knew, right? So this allows us to kind of go forward knowing that we're not going to get that far. Knowing that we're going to hit a challenge sooner rather than later. And expecting it. And this is the kind of energy day where we're okay with meeting that challenge. So you don't need any more than the clothes on your back, the intelligence in your mind, the magic in your heart, to take the first couple of steps. Now, it might be the first couple of steps is writing out a plan, figuring out a strategy, doing a little bit of research about it. It could be seeking out somebody who's already walked the path. Understand what they did and did not do in order to succeed or fail. So this is a very strong energy day for us to really move forward. Maybe it's more mentally than physically, because the 12 energy is usually not a go, go, go kind of energy. And we have Pentacles and Cups here, so that's not a lot of energy. But we do have the Sun in Sagittarius, which is a fire sign, and the Moon in Leo, which is a fire sign. So we do have a lot of fire from the outside and the inside. We're talking to Saturn today in the most beautiful way. We're saying, Saturn, we want this in our lives. And Saturn is saying, okay, I'll give you the energy for you to work hard and succeed. Okay, we will get a mantra card. Dreams, believe in your dreams. Believe in your dreams. Sometimes it gets so frustrating, and especially during full moon energy, because it's a lot harder to go forward. But especially with this Mars retrograde that we've had. And then Jupiter went back into Pisces on us. And Jupiter will be coming back out. And when that happens, trust me when I say it'll be in Aries, and then Mars goes direct, and we have energy as the new year comes around. So don't be in too much of a hurry to move forward, fast forward, or anything. Take your time, gain the energy, gain the wisdom, gain the knowledge. Look at areas of your life where perhaps you've done part of it, but you haven't really expanded on it in the way you wanted to. And this is a time to revisit things like that and grow it, to have the expansion of in your life. So, but believe in your dreams, okay? This is not a time to throw in the towel. Believe in yourself. Reach for the stars. You have the courage, patience, passion within you to make a difference. So when you have a dream, you are the only one that has the responsibility to make it real. And dreams are never free. It may take time, energy, sacrifice to create the reality and live your dream. It takes preparation, determination, effort. Never compromise or surrender your dreams. Believe in yourself, believe in your dreams. And the mantra is, I believe in following my dreams. I would say something more like, my dreams are manifesting all around me each and every day. So believe in yourself. You truly can't have any more than you really truly believe in your heart that you are allowed to have, or worthy of having, or deserving of having. So know how worthy you are. Know how deserving you are. Please do that. Know that it is meant for you. Okay, let's see what the animals have to say, shall we? And we have the sea otter, happiness. You can't forget to be happy. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. Your good destiny of love is sure. So be the master of playful living. I think we had a little bit of that on the weekend, where we had to go and discover maybe some new pastimes. So, that could have been Friday too. But we weren't happy. We weren't content. We weren't at ease. We wanted something new. We wanted something different. So know that if you go in search of happiness and joy, that you'll find things around every corner, actually. I shouldn't have moved. There we go. Release expectations and enjoy every day. So releasing expectations is kind of hard, but that's kind of like giving up control. What happens, happens. If it's to be, it's up to me, that's really not the truth here. It's about allowing the energy to flow and you flow with it and see what happens. And enjoy the moments. Let go of worry. Choose love. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.